Well, they can see over me. They can see you over here.
You good? All right. You guys ready? Okay. All right. I have had the opportunity to travel all across the state and see the damage, whether it's up in Pinellas, even in Sarasota, in Manatee. Pinellas, it was unbelievable what happened in the Barrier Islands. Up to Cedar Key, which was just devastated. They just had a fire, and I was talking to a young man that has a restaurant up there he bought in 2015. This is the 8th storm. You go up and look at what happened in like Steinhatchee. If anybody's been to Roy's, the whole building's gone. Roy's was an icon there, been there forever. The whole building's gone. This was just a devastating storm for our state. And here's what we all have to learn. So we all watch and we say, oh, it's a Category 1. That doesn't sound very bad. Even a Category 3. It's really not the categories anymore. The wind is not what's killing us. It's the water that's killing us. The water that's coming in, and it comes in just in a wave. It happened here with Ian, but it happened all across the state with Helene. So our heart goes out to everybody that lost their loved one. And it's not just happened here in Florida. It's happened in Georgia, North Carolina. So, but here's a positive. We live in a resilient state. Fort Myers Beach, the mayor does an unbelievable job. We got restaurants back, Yo Tacos, so I hope everybody comes down here and takes advantage of these restaurants that are open, because guess what? If they don't get opened and get all the people back, we lose jobs. And we have unbelievable number of restaurant jobs and tourism jobs and experience jobs, and so we've got to keep doing that. So the congressman and I are in D.C., and our job is to try to make sure the federal government does their job. I met with the lady that runs, Diane Criswell, that runs FEMA, probably two and a half weeks ago. I've been talking to the Southeast director every day, and we both have very good working relationship with FEMA. We're going to make sure they do their job. We're going to make sure they have the funds. Same with the SBA and all the federal programs that are here. So, but this is a team. This is a team response. First off, it's a team to keep everybody together, which starts with the individual being careful. I want to thank all the people that evacuated, because you took yourself out of harm's way. We lost a lot of people after Ian, so I hope everybody always learns to evacuate. Don't take a chance. But then I want to thank all law enforcement, starting with the sheriff. He has done an unbelievable job making this county a safe county and one of the safest places in the country to live. But he also did a lot of responses to keep people alive. And so far, in Lee County, I don't think we've lost anybody, which is what we want to hear all around the state. We never, ever want anybody to die. So let me now turn it over to your sheriff, Lee County Sheriff, Carmine Marcino.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you. First, thank you for being here. Our thoughts and prayers are with those affected to the north of us tremendously. I mean, straight through this storm, huge storm, but those that watched it, we thought we were in a very safe area. And like the senator said, the bands of that storm, it's paying attention to the surge, and I think we did that in a great way locally with no loss of life, thank God. I will tell you, the men and women of the Sheriff's Office, of law enforcement all over came together, fire, EMS, all hands on deck. We did over 101 calls locally, rescues with jet skis, rescues with boats, and again, thank God, no loss of life. We can always repaint and rebuild a building, but again, loss of life is tragic, and we never want one life to be lost. So thank you to the congressmen, the senators, the mayors, the county commissioners, everyone that stands here today, because this team is amazing. And we are Southwest Florida strong, Fort Myers Beach strong. But when everyone comes together, because there's no I in team, and we put our minds together, we do great things. And again, I stand here at almost the anniversary, just a day later here, which we called Ground Zero at the time. And remember landing the helicopter here with my fellow brother, Hillsborough Sheriff Chad Chronister, Grady Judd, and all of us walking and saying, oh my God, this is pure devastation. And we take another hit. Thank God, not as bad. But you know what? We're with Fort Myers Beach every step of the way. We're with our residents every step of the way, and we will figure things out again, build better, be better. And again, most importantly, I thank the great residents of this county, because thank you for listening. Thank you for not putting yourself in harm's way, because once that water comes in, it's already too late. And then the first responders have to risk their lives to try to save you, and you're risking your own life. So thank God people listened, and I appreciate that very much. So we will build and be better than ever. We're going to remove the sand, but like the senator said, I see Yo Taco right here. People, get out and support your local businesses. It's so important. The people that are there behind the scenes serving you food here, we need people buying their food here, helping people that are in need. So let's work together. God bless all of you, and God bless your families. At this time, we'll give it to the mayor. Thank you.
Thanks, Carmine. Well, here we go again. This is the third storm after Ian. Where you can see behind us, we're digging out. We're all barrier islands. It's not just Fort Myers Beach. It's Sanibel, Captiva, Pine Island. Barrier islands, by definition, are the first line of defense when it comes to the mainland of Fort Myers at sea. That saw a lot of water. So although we're here because we want to be here, and people always ask, well, why do you stay on the island? Why do you stay on the island? Well, people that live on an island, they're doers. They're people that understand their consequences sometimes to things that could happen that are outside your control. Mother Nature can be very mean and can be very unpredictable, as we see. Our prayers obviously go out to the people to the north of us who had to deal with a much more devastating impact than we do. We're dealing with sand because of the people that are standing behind me from the county, the state, and our local contractors. Our local staff have been able to get it at least passable and cleaned up to where you can come and, as they said, enjoy Yo Taco, enjoy places for Songwriters Fest. Sanibel last weekend had Songwriters Fest. So our job is to make sure that we continue being doers. As long as we have the resources that we need to be able to do the job, we will continue to do the job. Just like the sheriff, just like the senator, just like the congressman, just like everyone behind us. Although we're up here, the ones standing in front of you every single day, talking about how we're going to continue to move forward. It's the people that you don't see behind the camera. It's the people that you can't see standing behind us that are part of the same team. The sheriff says it all the time, there's no iron team, and that's 100% true. It's not a cliche. When it comes to devastation like this, the people in North Carolina, Tennessee, and the state of Florida Georgia, are dealing with a lot of the same issues, some more tragic than others. We will be there to support them like they were to support us 2 years ago. We will reach out to you to see if there's anything that you need. But with that, I will turn it over to Congressman Donalds, who was one of the first people after Hurricane Ian that was down here and walked the island with me, along with Senator Scott and Carmine Marcino, our sheriff, and said, if there's anything you need, let us know. And they've been true to their word. They've been true to Southwest Florida. They've been true to the state of Florida. And we thank you for your leadership, and we'll continue to try to lead by example.
So a couple things. One, Mayor, once again, thank you for your leadership here on Fort Myers Beach. Even the 4 feet of sand in the streets is already out of the way, getting cleared. Sheriff Marcino, thank you for your leadership, your team, working with your colleagues both in Collier County and Charlotte County and other parts of the state to provide a quick response to people who are truly in need and help. Senator Scott, I can't say enough about you. Thank you for your leadership up on Capitol Hill, making sure we not only hold FEMA accountable, but we get the resources to the people of Southwest Florida when they need them. We were hit, but we're going to get through this one. But we have Floridians north of us who were severely damaged. We have Americans in Georgia, in North Carolina, in eastern Tennessee who are dealing with some devastating damage, and we're going to be with them as well. But I just want to relay a simple message. Fort Myers Beach is very, very strong. It's going to continue to stay that way. I know that they're a nonprofit here. Those resources are dwindling very, very fast. So here in Southwest Florida, if you have the ability to contribute to Fort Myers Beach Strong, FMB Strong, please do that, because that's going to go to residents here to help them get on their feet very quickly after this most recent storm. We've already proven after Ian 2 years ago that we know how to bounce back. These businesses have bounced back. They're going to be here. So let's make sure we come down here as citizens of Southwest Florida and support them. There's people on the beach right now Not quite sure what they're doing out there except having a good time on a Sunday, but that's all right. But come out here, help the community in Fort Myers Beach. We can all really recover together. And Senator Scott and I, we have business on Capitol Hill that we're going to get done for Florida and for our country. Thank you.
Any of us can answer any questions anybody has. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for being here.